Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alison, the online piano and the online violin tutor. So today's video is going to be a lesson from my new long-awaited violin book 3, which takes us from lessons 21 to 30. Now I have to say that this is a true masterpiece. These are probably the best books I have written to date, even if I do say so myself. Comparing them to everything else that I have written, these are very, very comprehensive books. However, they have still been written for the self-learner in mind. And I can tell you guys right now that nothing online in the world exists like this. So these books come in 2 parts. So these are lessons 21 to 30, but I have split them into 2 parts. And the reason being is that this part 1 talks about third position. So this is lessons 21 to 25. And the second part talks about bowing techniques. You cannot buy these books separately. Once you buy the book, you get both of these. They don't really have anything to do with each other, so I have just simply separated them out into 2 books just for the purpose of clarifying that. In addition to these 2 books, as per usual, they will come with a songbook 3, and it is very, very advisable that you buy songbook 3. So on my shop, you will be able to buy these books, which are lessons 21 to 30, and you will be able to buy book 3 separately for $9.99. That's US dollars as well. However, you'll be able to buy them in a combo deal, all 3 books together, to save yourself a little bit of money. So everything you see here is going to be linked in the description bar underneath this video to purchase, and these are downloadable books only. I want to make that very, very clear. There is nothing physical to ship out, as with any of the books on my shop. They are 100% downloadable, so as soon as you've purchased, you just get straight on downloading and off you go. So I really hope you enjoy these next set of 10 lessons, and let's get into the lesson. So in the final lesson, lesson 30, we are going to be talking about a few scales, but specifically scale exercises. We did a few scales at the end of the third position book part 1, where we were actually sort of working on some scales in higher positions, but now we're going to be using scales as exercises, daily exercises, which are completely different. So far in my 1 to 30 violin course and in book 2, we will have covered C, D and F major 1 octave, G, A, B flat major 2 octaves, and G and D minor 1 octaves. Also G, A, B flat and D major 3 octaves, which we did in the third position, part 1 of this book 3. So there are a lot more scales to work through and learn, but we just want to focus on technique with scales as opposed to just learning more and more. So once we've learned some, let's do something with them. This is a techniques book after all, and I want you to become really adept at playing scales in different forms with different kinds of bowings. All pieces are made up of scales and arpeggios, and the better you are at playing them, the better you will be at playing pieces and learning them quicker and more efficiently. So to continue on and see more of this video, which is going to involve demonstration tips, exercises, pieces to play, and all of that kind of good stuff, you'll need to click the video link at the bottom of page 31 to take you to that video, and that will be available to those of you who have purchased the book. Those of you who haven't purchased the book, here are a few clips of what is going to be coming up in that video should you purchase the book. But getting straight on with the demonstration, I just want you to play a G major scale with 4 notes to a bow, and you can set your metronome at 50 beats per minute. You can use the same bowing, but just use any scale that you want to play. So for intermediate exercises, we're going to do 1 scale exercises. Try those different scales multiple times, different fingers, different strings, all that kind of thing. They are really, really good to do because they really do get you used to moving up and down the fingerboard in different positions, different fingerings, but also understanding the gaps between each note as you're going up through the scale. Not staccato, which is using the wrist, but that's good for bow control, as well as intonation, shifting, and generally practicing scales.